What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Football Chatbox. My name is Ryan, and welcome to the Game Week 24 podcast, episode number 132. And I'm joined by my co-host, Karan and Ayon. How are you guys doing?
What's up? Yeah, good.
How's it going, team? You guys must be on cloud 9 after that dismantling of Arsenal.
I mean, I had to do the thumbnail like this because it was worth it. Unfortunately, obviously for those who have him in their teams and for FPL reasons, he's now injured. But even then, I couldn't not. Was this or trying to find the Kunya dance? And I did there.
Yeah.
So, but I thought I've taken this. I saw this from MUFC Frontline. The X accounts. I'm giving credit there. I've taken her photo. That I probably think she made it, so I've taken it from her. So yeah.
But yeah, what a result! What an unexpected result! Just give him the contract. Give him the piece of paper. Give him a pen.
I didn't realize Rio Ferdinand was on the podcast with us.
Yeah.
Do you want to say it again? I can clip it now.
Put the pen on the table. Put the paper on the table.
What is it? Just got to say characters at the wheel, and then that's it.
Yep, indeed. I mean, we'll see at the end of the. Should he be in the conversation? I think we'll have to wait and see how he does throughout the rest of the season.
Well, it depends which other people are also in that conversation, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Probably dictates where he kind of fits on the spectrum. But
yeah,
I don't see why not. Like, if you guys make the Champions League, then that's like what more could you really want from a guy? Players seem to like him. Obviously, they're responding to something that he's saying to them because it's like they seem to actually care now. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like he's not someone that seems so kind of like stuck to one sort of way of playing, right?
Yeah.
Which AVLvBRE was. Like, he's not super stubborn. So yeah, why not?
It's almost as if switching to a back four, playing a midfield three, playing Kobe Mainu and Casemiro, and actually playing Bruno Fernandes in a number 10 role almost suddenly fixed things, which AVLvBRE for some reason refused to do.
It's still frequently a back three.
Yes, yeah, I've noticed that as well. Yeah. But it's just like the
I don't think it's as much about a back three or four. I think it's just not a complicated system.
Yep.
Like Amorim's system had random players doing very specific different things.
Amorim's system also had a centre back substitution every game. I don't think we've done one in the last two, to be honest.
Because he formed a midfield three with the centre back.
Yeah.
So they would run around a lot.
Yeah. But I mean, to be honest, he's won back-to-back games, which Amorim couldn't do in
It took him 35 games to do that.
Yeah.
Which is almost a whole league season.
Yeah, and then he didn't do it after that as well.
But it's crazy though. Since the start of December, Man United have the highest XG difference, XG delta in the Premier League, and 80% of that, 90% of that is Ruben Amorim. So
who have you guys played in that time though?
I mean, regardless.
No, I think before he got sacked, we were in the top 3 for this season for XG numbers before he got sacked. However, I think the issues were more the flexibility wasn't there in this team. I felt like.
Yeah, I'm not saying there weren't other issues. I'm just saying that it was definitely on a uptrend. Then characters come in and seem to get the best out of the players, at least in the short term.
Yeah, true. I agree. But I just feel like we have a better chance with Carrick than we might have had.
I agree. Yeah.
All right. So let's move straight into the ticker because we're not going to take too much time to try and get this ideally under an hour. So this is the ticker until Game Week 31. And the reason I put until Game Week 31 is because the League Cup final will be in Game Week 31, which means there will be a blank in 31, depending on who wins the semis. So if Arsenal end up beating Chelsea, Arsenal will blank in 31. And they will also potentially then double in 26 because they are going to be either first or second in the Champions League table, which means they don't have that extra game that they have to play, which means the 31 game can move to 26 if needed. So there's a chance that they could double with Wolves and Brentford in 26, which is why a lot of people who are playing their wildcards are looking at getting some Wolves players as well as part of their wildcard plans.
So
and
what happens if Chelsea win the semi-final?
Then Chelsea obviously blank in 31, but I don't think they will
Yeah.
get a double because
Okay.
there's
Right.
still uncertainty on. I mean, their double might be after 31 and not in 26 because if they have to play that extra Champions League game, I think it's that week.
And what about the other side of the tie? Man City,
Man City
Newcastle?
versus Newcastle. That's not happening in 26
What do you
because
mean?
as in like they will blank one of them in
Yeah,
31,
yeah.
but the
Yeah.
chances of doubling in 26 is very unlikely as well.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
because they're both in like that
Yeah,
8
they-
to 16,
yeah,
24
yeah.
range. Sorry.
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
But the City Newcastle game is on the 5th of Feb. It's a day after the Arsenal Newcastle game.
The City
I'm surprised at 24 hours. I guess it's past the FPL deadline.
Oh no! So they can easily tell. They can give a heads up, right, to people. Like
Yeah.
if this happens, this will be what. Like if team A beats team B, this is what's going to happen.
Right.
That is for that they've done last season as well. They've given a heads up. I think it's more
Yeah.
of. I mean, they looking at the Champions League table, it's very likely that one of City or Newcastle will not make it. I highly doubt both will make it in the top 8. Given Newcastle's opponents this week, and even if Newcastle were to lose and City were to go through, City is also not looking in a very safe spot at the moment.
Just reliable, right? They're just,
Yeah.
They're not, yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah, so we'll have to see obviously how the Champions League goes, and then obviously we still have to wait for the League Cup semis as well to see what happens. But as things stand, Arsenal like the most likely to
They
double
double up on the 26th week.
This is assuming they beat Chelsea because it's still a 1-goal lead so far.
Yeah, and they haven't been super great at home, have they?
Yeah. So that's where it stands. I think that where we are. Bournemouth are obviously top, but obviously they still concede a lot, and some of their players. I mean, there's some of the players that are interesting. We'll talk about them when it comes to the ticker. But like, yeah, anything that stands out from here?
City bad fixtures in the short term.
Yeah, but like,
And then-
is it bad though from an attacking point of view?
Yeah, I mean, like you'd back them to score goals against both Spurs and Liverpool,
Yeah.
right?
Sure.
And Fulham, to be fair, as well. They scored
Yeah.
like 5 against them last time.
Although City, we could say they're not clicking just yet.
No,
Haaland looks tired, man. Haaland looks tired. Marmoush is coming back, which makes both of them difficult as FPL options.
Yeah.
Menu.
Okay, here's what my wild prediction is that Mark Cahill will be the winter signing of the signing of the winter.
The January transfer window. Yeah.
Is that super wild?
The what?
There
Yeah.
hasn't
Well,
I
been
mean,
that
like
many.
City desperately defenders.
Maybe
He's
not
a really
much,
good
yeah.
defender.
Unless for some reason Tammy Abraham
I
comes.
was also gonna add that City win the league.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. There you go. Hey, that's slightly wild, I guess. I mean, but if anybody, I mean, like, you wouldn't back Villa to overtake Arsenal, right?
No.
Yeah. So like, if it's not going to be Arsenal, then it's going to be.
But I
City.
mean,
yeah,
he's come straight into the team and he's completely improved them immediately.
yeah.
Like, I know it was only Wolves, but it was
No, but still, isn't like you're still going to
Nice.
put him away, like
Yeah.
clean sheet. Clean sheet. So
Yeah, fair enough. All right, we'll get straight
we
to
really
the
should have
fixtures.
landed. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I was
Because obviously Spurs were at the bottom of the ticker as well, and they're higher, hovering over relegation as well in a relegation battle, which is crazy to say. But like, yeah, we'll start obviously with the team that starts first: Brighton versus Everton. Actually, I should say Chelsea are the highest expected goals in this one, followed with Sunderland and Arsenal sharing the highest clean sheet percentages this week, which makes sense.
Yep.
City at 1.99 XG, and United's XG numbers actually reflecting the last few performances, so their XG numbers have topped as well, 1.96 as the third highest, which will make captaincy a very interesting discussion this week as well when we get to it. All right, Brighton.
I mean,
anything?
Brighton, Everton. I'll let you guys talk about this one. I haven't followed these teams for a few weeks.
So Brighton, for at least from the highlights that I watched against Fulham, they consider quite a bit in terms of chances. Fulham were playing a high line though, so it was, I don't know if Fulham will play the same thing against United, but like against Everton they did, so they did concede quite a number of chances. I would expect Everton to find those opportunities, but then Everton are not like a team that tends to score free flowingly. However, they've got their players back in terms of Endai and all. So that should give them a bit more. However, Grealish is out, but that's the only issue. Michael Keane is back from suspension as well, but Brantford is also back. And they both shared
really?
so they shared minutes in the last game.
However, it looks like they're trying some 3 at the back stuff.
Okay, so that could as well have an impact. So we'll have to wait and see in terms of that. Personally, I've seen people go for Endai in this fixture, and I don't mind it if people want to kind of go there. It's a possibility. However, I think Brighton should have the edge as the team playing at home, but I won't be surprised with the draw as well, to be honest.
Yeah, I was thinking both teams to score and a draw here would be my kind of feelings towards this one.
Yeah, most likely. Move to the next one. Leeds Arsenal, or anything else to add on this game?
This one's interesting because the Man United game showed that Arsenal are not used to being pressed really high for at key junctures of the game, and Leeds are quite good at that. While also, because they play with they play with a back five that presses really selectively, and they're quite in your face. They're very physical. I can see this is a tricky game for Arsenal.
Yeah, true. I mean, like Leeds are scoring, right? Recently, they've been in scoring form as well.
Yeah.
That's true. Even our boy DCL has managed to find a way to kill his demons and put the ball in the back of the net. But yeah, I mean, I'd be shocked if Leeds won, but I probably wouldn't be shocked if this game was a draw.
Yeah.
And again, Zubimendi just seemed to kind of like lose his marbles a little bit. When the pressure kind of got to him a little bit more. Like, is he like? So I don't confess to watching like a lot of Arsenal, but when I've seen them kind of play in the highlights and stuff, like it seems like he's playing the deepest. And like because Rice wants to kind of get forward, obviously, because he's so effective at ball striking and whatnot. But how suitable is he to that on his own?
So he ends up being that third centre back type when they try to build out. Yeah, exactly. So he's the one who ends, and that's why he got caught out as well in that situation where Mbeumo
was pushed out to the right side, right?
Yeah,
he tried to kind of like he's kind of falling away and trying to play a pass back to right.
He doesn't really have your recovery pace either, right? So you just not lose the ball ever.
Right.
The one thing while watching that United Arsenal game was how heavy Arsenal relied on set pieces. Like it was insane in terms.
My God,
when they had the ball, I didn't feel like United were threatened too much, except for that one instance where it was kind of cleared off the line. The more threat came from set pieces, it felt like for me.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I was trying to stay balanced, but did you see those memes where they're like, this would beat the 08 Man United team?
Yeah, they could have beat the 2026 Man United.
Yeah, I'm like, get the fuck out of here, man.
I mean, I've seen people compare this Arsenal team to like the City teams that got 100 points, or like the Liverpool, like Klopp's Liverpool teams. I'm like, dude, what are you saying? Like those teams had like XG differentials of like 1.5 and we're actually winning games by like 3 goals. Like, how can you? They conceded like 22 goals in a season and scored 100. Like, how can you possibly say this? Like, the delusion of some of these people is quite ridiculous. And of course, like to see it come crashing down in such spectacular fashion is quite lovely.
Because I saw like Sky Sports showed a stat. I think compared to the last few champions, which is basically City and Liverpool, both City and Liverpool were at either first or second in the XG tables for that season. Arsenal are currently 5th.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, the top scorer is own goal. So
yeah, the top scorer in the league is, I think, Gyökeres and someone else is tied for 5, and own goals is
and then a few people with 4 and own goal is one of them.
Yeah. Which is not great because usually, like I was thinking, right, if I was to make a team of the season, for example, right now, usually the champions would have a majority of players in their team of the season. I kind of struggle to see how many. Like, I might put maybe 3 Arsenal players in there.
Like
potentially.
Raya, one of Saliba and Gabriel, probably maybe Timber.
Maybe that's basically it.
Yeah, like you can have an argument for those guys. But like, yeah, exactly. Like you're not putting any of their forward players.
No,
in there,
you wouldn't. Not a single one of them because they've been poor.
They have been poor. And Saka in particular, like, do we think like the load? Like, obviously, we've talked about in length about how Arteta wants to run Saka into the ground until he can't play anymore. But like, do we think the number of minutes that he's played at such a young age is fatiguing him to the point where he needs an extended break, which is just basically never going to come until he sustains a really serious injury?
I think it's more to do with the play style of being too cautious rather than the
Saka himself,
the entire team itself. I think they are a cautious first team before anything else. And
Saka is the main proponent of this. It's like pick the ball up, progress 10 meters, then turn around and pass.
And then basically, if you're not confident that you can take the guy on 1v1, just give the ball back. This is the thing that I have I say about Bruno all the time. Like, he'll give the ball away, but he's always trying things, right? Like he's you know, 2 or 3 times in a match that comes off, fantastic. You know,
that's enough. That's all you need.
That's exactly that's all you need. And like, Saka seems kind of like really kind of like averse to that. I don't know if that's a direction of Arteta or that's just the kind of like.
I also think them like lacking of a Kai Havertz or even like Merino not playing up front is kind of impacting them because the way the team is set up, like we had Roy on like 2 weeks ago, and he was like, Gyökeres is just not set for this team, and he wish he never got
space to run into, and they're always facing low blocks, right? So where's that space going to come from?
And I feel like they needed like a Firmino type player, and that's where the Kai Havertz is basically like that link up play type striker, which they don't. If he doesn't play, then the next closest they have is Merino, but Merino is playing in center midfield at the moment.
It is wild to me how bad Gyökeres looks. Like after looking like a
European Golden
top
Boot
top 3 striker,
yeah.
Like I don't know, he's lost so much pace.
Has he lost the pace, or is just he hasn't had the opportunities to use that pace in the ways that?
No, because I watched him in the Champions League game against City, and he looked fast. He was absolutely putting them to the sword.
Champions League game against City.
Yeah, this is Sporting when Amorim was manager, and he beat City.
And he was like, he was in on the halfway line, and no one could catch him. I've never had every moment when he plays for Arsenal where he's in behind, he gets caught up with every single time.
This one with Gyökeres, and this was mentioned. So I was listening to when Gyökeres was also linked with United as a transfer move. On the Talk of the Devils, that's a podcast. They said that United were not interested in Gyökeres, mainly due to the fact that the data suggested that he does only better against teams that like smaller opposition in Sporting. So he's a fat track bully basically. And that didn't.
I mean, we knew that, but then it was his Champions League record that made everyone say, maybe
he's like a top tier striker.
Everyone's like, oh, he's a flat track bully, but then look what he did in the Champions League. So I'm surprised that means nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it's also, we have to say, like, it's the first season in the Premier League. We've seen so many players first season in the Premier League have struggled
to adapt, right? It's actually it seems like a rarity that people hit the ground running.
Ryan, if you play a video on the screen, does the sound come through to the viewers?
We can.
I don't want to disrupt the podcast.
No, we can. What video are we talking about?
I sent you something on WhatsApp. I think it's.
I will pull it up. Oh, it's a YouTube video. I can mute the sound.
Hit the ground running.
Oh wait, it's our YouTube video.
Sorry.
It's our plugging the podcast whilst on the podcast. Where else can you get this level of content?
Let me mute the sound.
Oh, no, we need the sound.
Oh, we need the sound.
Yeah,
but there's captions though.
All right, fine.
You try.
Okay, I'll bring it up for everyone who's. Oh no, I lost it. Hold on.
Okay, we're trying something here, guys. This
is entertainment, please. All right.
Sorry. There we go. We got it up.
So I've got it up here. I will just make sure. Yes, everyone on the Instagram can. So obviously they can play again. Let me try and get the sound. I can't get the sound. I can't seem to get the sound. Oh no, there's the sound. All right, here's the sound again. Let me mute that sound again. All right.
Pop the balloon when you hear a better striker than Victor Gyökeres.
Did you get it?
The sound isn't in the podcast.
Like that. Like that.
The podcast hears the sound.
Okay, you know what? We'll set this up for next time.
No, but
Yes.
the pod heard the sound.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh, okay.
You guys-
fantastic.
Basically, pop
When you
the
hear a
balloon
better
when you hear a better
striker
striker.
than Victor Gyökeres.
Thank you, Chris.
So pop the balloon when you hear a better striker than Victor Gyökeres. He popped it immediately.
Yeah.
My
No
days.
contact given.
All right.
Maybe.
So yeah.
But yeah, so we don't expect Gyökeres to score. Maybe you know what? Maybe he could score against Leeds because, like as you say, like if they do play the strategy of trying to actually press them, then there should be space behind him to run into. Right?
Yeah. So, but I don't expect Gyökeres to start this game from an
Yeah,
FPL perspective.
I don't know.
The question we should ask is Saka worth it to have in teams? Because he's clearly not
He hasn't been
delivering for
working
the
for some
price.
time, right?
Yeah. But do
I
you
mean, the
sell
only
him?
reason is because of the upcoming double. It is
Yeah.
not transfer efficient to not have 3 Arsenal, and it's not
Yeah.
transfer efficient to move around between your 3 Arsenal.
What if?
Surely you just have
I-
your Raya and maybe 2 defenders. Or
No, so like right now, people will have 2 defenders and 1 attacker, or 2 attackers and 1 defender. I'm in the situation where I have 2 attackers and 1 defender. Where I have Gabriel and Rice and Saka. Now,
Right.
the thing is, if they get that double in 26, honestly, I wouldn't mind selling Saka to go and get a Timber instead.
Yeah, it's like I think that seems highly logical, right? Because like, is Saka more likely to contribute to a goal, or Arsenal more likely to keep a clean sheet?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's more likely a clean sheet.
And he's much more affordable, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But
that's also-
is Rice worth it? The question,
I think
right?
Rice is way more worth it than Saka.
Than Saka, yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe you just have 2. But yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. So like for people who have 2 defenders and Saka, then the question is, do you want to
Yeah.
get Rice instead of Saka? Then I would then counter that with saying, who are you going to get with those funds? If you can get someone like a Bruno Fernandes, for example,
Yeah.
I'd do it immediately without a doubt.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. That's a very obvious one.
Yeah.
So
You don't already have Bruno.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like if you're getting like better players who are delivering right now, go for it.
Yeah.
Even if like the double is in 2 game weeks or whatever, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see what they do against Leeds. I obviously at the moment I have Bruno as well. The question is for me is, do I sell Saka to go and get like a MUNvFUL instead, for example, and double up on United attack? That's where the decision is a bit more close, I think, because again, it still Leeds, right? You're looking at Arsenal with 1.83 XG, Saka is on pens.
They haven't got many pens though this year. have they?
No, that's because they're not running at their fullbacks.
They're too risk averse, as
Yeah,
we previously said. right?
yeah.
I mean, United also played a well-drilled 5-3-2 shape
Yep.
Yeah.
in defense. Arsenal didn't create anything outside of
Most of
set
Ruben
pieces.
Amorim looms large.
Yeah. Oh, it's quite. Yeah, it's quite a bit different. But yeah.
Okay, so we'll see. So we agree that if you can get a good player in, sell Saka. Otherwise, you can hold and
Top advice from us.
Yeah.
A good player.
Buy good players.
good player as in like Bruno Fernandes level or
Yeah.
even MUNvFUL level. I don't mind, to be honest. That with this thing. Wolves versus Bournemouth. Wolves have actually improved in defense. Now you see that.
I mean, it was hard not to improve from what they
Yeah,
were
fair
previously
enough.
doing,
Yeah, fair. Obviously, the only player right now is everyone's interested is in Mane. The cheap young 18-year-old striker. Bournemouth, on the other hand, have Tavernier has been injured. However, Krupi Jr. and Evan Nilsson, obviously they are in their forward line. And Bournemouth have made 2 Premier League signings, I should say, that just got completed. They went and got, I don't know if this says it here, because I think they made 2 signings yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. One as I think a striker. I don't know if it's this guy, Alex Stott, maybe, like a Brazilian striker. And I think they went and got someone else as well. I need to check and see. But yeah, that is something that,
Ryan. Okay.
yeah. Let me actually have a quick look on Bournemouth's Twitter page. Bournemouth. Here we go. 2 in 1 day. They went and got a goalkeeper and another striker.
It's Fraser Forster here, right?
No, they got a different goalkeeper. So I don't know the name of this guy, but yeah.
So this guy Ryan, as an 11-year-old, scored 115 goals in a calendar year.
What?
So he's some very highly. They've paid almost 40 million for him. So
Yeah.
he's some
Oh shit.
So
very highly rated
Yeah. Yeah.
forward.
Having said that, the window is not yet closed, and obviously there is a chance that even Senesi offer came in for Bournemouth. I mean, people are still needing centre backs.
Liverpool.
Liverpool could do with one now that even
Yeah.
Konate has had to unfortunately depart for family reasons as well.
Yeah.
And Joe Gomez is just not
He
good enough.
literally just picks up an injury every game that he plays.
Yeah.
Like
It can't be relied upon.
Yeah. So
he's good.
we'll have to wait and see in terms of that. It's not like Bournemouth are being pretty good defensively anyways. So I think Wolves could potentially get something on this with their improved form. But yeah, I won't be surprised with the draw as well in this game, to be honest.
Yeah, sorry, I just want to pull you up on one thing. The transfer window doesn't close; it slams shut, and I think we need to pay respect to that at all times.
Well, unfortunately for Manchester United, it didn't even open.
Yeah,
they don't even acknowledge January transfer window.
exactly. It's just not a thing.
Yep. So next one, Chelsea versus West Ham. Chelsea obviously have a very important UCL tie against Napoli. Scotty Maxos is
Antonio Conte as well, right?
Yes.
He's manager of Napoli at the moment. Yeah.
So
Kevin De Bruyne. There's a lot going on there.
it's like a Premier League team.
Lukaku, but he's
Højlund,
not
Premier
fit.
League team. Rasmus Højlund.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Tammy Abraham there?
No,
he's
Tammy
at
Abraham is now at Aston Villa.
Oh, what is he? There you go.
Yeah.
So should be a very interesting game in that one. But Chelsea are definitely hot property right now, because if you look at Chelsea's next couple of fixtures, West Ham, Wolves, Leeds, Burnley, doesn't get as appealing as that. And a lot of people are looking for Chelsea assets to buy. Now there's a question from
West Ham has improved a little bit.
Yes,
Yeah.
they have.
I'm just looking at their underlying metrics.
They look really good against Sunderland.
But still the
Same
fixtures
really.
are good though.
I mean, the Chelsea attack is free flowing. It creates a
Yes.
lot of XG. Yeah.
So now there's a question in the chat from like Wanikwan in terms of who is the best goalkeeper. So I think if you want a goalkeeper for the next couple of weeks, Sanchez is definitely up there, probably top of the list for a goalkeeper.
Well, Chelsea concede a lot as well.
They do, but this guy makes so many saves that he'll get you save points. If they keep a clean sheet, he'll get you bonus points as well because he has to make so many saves.
Right.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah. So and he's pretty affordable as well. So I think he's definitely should be up there. However, Joe Pedro has been scoring recently.
Yeah, it's a good pick.
The purple patch player, right? Like,
Going under the radar.
Yeah,
He's so much better than Liam Delap for the team.
So worth bringing in, because I'm going to link this with Ayon's player in HUGO Ekitike. Because let's actually talk about both the fixtures. Now Arne Slot has switched to 4-2-2 formation.
2-2-2, yeah.
So he's playing Salah and one other striker now. And
Yeah,
he now
Ekitike.
categorizes Cody Gakpo as a striker as well, which does not help for HUGO Ekitike's minutes.
But I think he should. Ekitike is clearly superior.
He's clearly,
He should be, but I was so shocked he didn't start.
No, they're just being careful because he just had that injury, right?
Yeah.
True. I was still not expecting that, to be honest. So like that's what I'm a bit worried about, because we know like Slot loves Cody Gakpo though.
Yeah. He did have his best season last year.
Yeah.
In Liverpool shirt.
But Gakpo can still play off the left.
Yeah, but if he's playing this 4-2-2 formation, there is no left.
I mean, like, it's like your left, like,
it's like a
forward,
left forward,
occupies the left wing as well, right?
Yeah,
Like,
so so it gives space for your 2-10s to go in the middle instead.
Yeah, exactly. Because Vertzen's obviously really like making those late runs or whatever.
I mean, there's a world where Verts also plays as one of the strikers.
Yeah.
And Gakpo goes on the left. So yeah, I think they'll find enough minutes for Gakpo.
No, but like the issue is Ekitike. Is he worth it now in people's teams?
It's just a question of availability, because like Ayon said, I fully believe he's first choice.
Yeah. There's no question that he should be the first option.
Yeah.
And we don't really have anybody else to play on the right side except for Salah, so I think he will play too.
It's just a question of his own injury issues, which I don't know about.
So wait to see how Liverpool also do in the Champions League, because
Yep.
they also need to win the game.
Yeah,
as well.
we'll know. We'll get a lot of info tomorrow morning.
Okay, so then the question I'll ask you guys, because I think a lot of people will have, if you had to pick, if you had the opportunity to buy Joe Pedro and sell TK, would you do it?
Can you pull up the fixtures again?
Yes, I can. So Chelsea have West Ham, Wolves, Leeds, Burnley in the next 4. Liverpool have, they're right below Chelsea, Newcastle, City, Sunderland, Forest in the next 4. I think Liverpool's fixtures are probably good from 27, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, Newcastle at home, sure.
Newcastle at
They
home
haven't
should be
been
good
good.
attacking, because Newcastle struggle
Yeah.
defensively. They're horrible.
Yeah, and Newcastle struggled to create anything away
Yeah.
from home. So
And Newcastle
that's a good fixture.
Newcastle have a very important fixture against PSG this week. So
City at home, I can see that being really tight.
Yeah.
Liverpool
Yeah.
just being really risk averse in the way they are. So that could be a good one for Liverpool defensive assets as
Sunderland
well.
away.
Sunderland are
Sunderland
unbeaten.
don't really concede goals.
Yeah.
But when you see my team, you'll realize why I'm saying this.
I saw your team. I was wondering what you had to drink when you made that team.
Yeah.
But we'll get to your team later. But okay, so Chelsea, I think we're saying Joe Pedro is a good option, at least for the fixtures. He could, but he's a purple patch player, like I did mention.
Yeah.
So you might as well get on it while he's still on this purple patch, and then jump off as soon as he stops doing anything. Enzo Fernandez, who is now playing in the 10 because Palmer has these injury issues. He's been a bit fortunate. Great pick, but a bit fortunate to get the returns he's got. But
Doesn't matter. He's been very unfortunate not to get 10 more returns than games
That's
before.
also
So,
true.
you can't.
Yeah, right?
The fortunate, unfortunate thing, it all evens out in the end.
Okay, fair enough. So Enzo Fernandez is good.
Underlyings are good. That's all I'm
on the other side of the fence, from West Ham, there's another Fernandez, Mario Fernandez. He's been doing pretty well for West Ham recently.
Okay.
So one to keep an eye out for as well, if anyone's looking. But West Ham's still a team that you can't fully trust, but they've improved, like you said, recently.
Estevao pick?
I mean, Estevao, I'm still wondering why he doesn't start the game.
So how bad
starts.
is Palmer's injury?
They're not telling, right? He's not Liam Rosny hasn't been fully open about it, so we don't know. I mean, I won't be surprised if Palmer is just been saved for the Champions League fixture, and then again he misses this one. So it's probably they'll save him for Champions League, skip this one, and then save him for the cup fixture again. So Palmer is just a no-go at this point.
Let's see how he gets used in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Because Estevao is, I would say, has been better than Palmer.
Oh yeah, he's been really good for Chelsea this season. Whenever he's got the chance to play, it's just that he hasn't been getting too many opportunities to play this season.
Yeah, valid. But also, on the Palmer thing, he has more trademarks than goals this season, right?
Yeah, he's created a new brand. I saw a logo yesterday.
It's such a shit logo as well. Big figure drawing of him doing the cold thing. Come on.
But it's the CP.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah,
that's fine. But anyways, yeah. I mean, he's a no-go, Cole Palmer. But yeah. All right, Liverpool Newcastle, must-win game for Liverpool.
Look, it's been must-win for a long time now. To be honest with you, I don't know how much longer Slot has left. Especially if Champions League qualification is up in the air now. United resurgence, obviously, and then Chelsea and Villa vying for those other kind of 3 spots. And personally, I think Slot probably has earned the opportunity to kind of turn it around. But do you stick with him and then kind of possibly miss out on the Champions League, or do you kind of pivot now? With kind of other options and stuff and obviously everyone headlines with Xabi Alonso and things like that, the really sexy kind of alternative, he knows the club or whatever it is, and and then people are talking about Thiago and Gerrard being assistant managers or whatever. That's all well and good, but that's a dream scenario. How often do these dream scenarios really kind of work out?
Because there's no guarantee it works out, right? You bring in Xabi Alonso and all. I mean, people.
Yeah, sorry, go on.
People are probably saying that because they've seen Chelsea and United both change their managers and seen like
Yeah.
an uptick in form, but there's no guarantee that happens for Liverpool as well.
Absolutely.
But you know what? It's arguable that the Liverpool squad could fit a back five. Like,
Yeah.
but I think you would need to buy more centre backs. Obviously.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
like half centre backs at the moment.
Yeah. So if you added like 2 quality centre backs, like players like Frimpong, Kirkers,
Really
Yeah.
good.
yeah,
So
they'd
they
be
have
good
great
at that.
wing backs. They lack anywhere close to playing a back three or even a back two, to be honest, at this rate.
Yeah, exactly. That's the issue. But also, like in the attacking like section of the field as well, I think we just like a little bit of direction. Like we're actually very good at, pitting teams back and forcing the low block or whatever. But then it's just kind of like, now what, right? And like the whole criticism of Xabi Alonso is that like he gave too many instructions, and the Madrid team didn't want to listen to it. So it feels like, and obviously like Liverpool's squad is nowhere near meeting its potential in terms of output, especially on the attacking end. Maybe it is just that a bit of instruction is what they need, and a bit more detail and where they actually need to be sent. And obviously, like Wirtz and Alonso having worked together, really previously and having great success there, is a good sign. And he's probably going to be the future of the team. And obviously, Alonso has built a team around Wirtz in the past, so that could work too. But yeah, I mean, like we're just kind of like meandering along at the moment. Like our last 5 Premier League results are 4 draws and a loss, which is pretty much as bad as the 5 losses that we had in a row previously or whatever, like 6 out of 7 losses. So yeah, it can't really go on much longer, I don't think. Especially with that Champions League spot, kind of like the chances dwindling by the day. But yeah, tough to see us kind of getting out of it without a little something kind of changing.
At least he's trying new things.
Yeah, I mean that's valid. But like,
That's all you can say.
Yeah, I mean like, that's all he can do. But like, at what point how many tries does he get for that to happen? And I want it to be super successful. I think he's a super honest dude as well. Like he never hides from the media or anything like that. He always kind of like says it how it is.
Thoughts on Salah in this system, like in the front two, kind of.
Yeah, I think it's okay. It probably could work out, especially because like in a 4-2-3-1, if he's kind of like forced to be on that right side, that involves a lot of defending. But if he's in a front two, then you can stack at least 3 players behind him. If he's going forward, especially if the winger, the other forward kind of slots back in, which allows the 2 tends to kind of like slide underneath it. That makes sense. So, but like the output just has to go up. From even half of what he gave us last season would be fantastic.
Yeah, he's fallen off a cliff. Both him and Van Dijk have fallen off a cliff.
Yeah, I mean, like Van Dijk, I'd probably give a little bit more grace to, because I just think Van Dijk is having to cover so much more space, and he's had to in a long amount of time. And like, I mean, we've all played football before in the past, and like when you have like a million jobs to do,
it's too much. It overwhelms, especially
it genuinely
in defense,
is like overwhelming, and then simple things become difficult, right? So I really think that's. I mean, look, like I said, like he's having to play with so many different partners over and over again, because we just didn't sign any centre backs, and now in hindsight, that kind of like distribution of funds that we spent in the summer just looks kind of foolish. Not at least signing one defender. I mean, obviously we signed Frimpong, but like that's like a direct replacement. But
I mean, I think that the transfer business Liverpool made was great until it got to the Isak part, and I felt like that was kind of
that was a big fuck up.
Because we like all of us knew. I mean, signing Isak, amazing, as just a sign it. However, you'd have to take into account his injury issues.
Yeah, and we'd already tried to take it at that point.
Yeah, and also the fact that like there were more pressing concerns in other positions.
Need to sign him. Yeah.
So, but like, anyways, now they can't do much about it. This is why the whole Senesi talk came as well. Where if I won't be surprised if something like a bit goes in, because like there are other teams that could do with the centre half as well. So I won't be surprised if something comes in. And I don't know what his contract situation is with Bournemouth as well. So there's something to consider there as well.
So, did you say rumoredly Trent is on the chopping block?
I mean, I don't know what he was expecting to go and get at Real Madrid.
There's rumors that City want him.
Yes, that I saw.
Really? Wow. Jesus Christ. I mean, there would be riots, though. I mean, like in Liverpool. Like
that'd be a crazy development.
Yeah, exactly.
That would actually help Haaland in one way, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Like, I think Liverpool's biggest problem this season is that we built extensions on our house where we kind of lost our foundations. Talked about this in the past, obviously, like, progressing the ball is just not a thing anymore. Not getting Salah's being impacted by Trent not being there as well, because like Salah could just basically hang out in like basically an offside position or close to an offside position. As soon as we won the ball back, Trent would just quarterback in the ball, right? And that played into teams' minds about how much they could press us as well. So yeah, we're just finding really, really difficult to progress the ball and kind of keep it there now. And obviously we don't have Salah kind of operating at the superhuman levels that he was last year. And yeah, so just a big problem. I mean, if we can get him back, that would be really fantastic, to be fair. Like, he's still got like another 5 years probably at the top.
Yeah.
Considering how he's like, he wasn't really, he was very good with injuries. Like, I don't think he was ever kind of injured. And like his play style, yeah, sure, he's a little bit of a liability, but he just gives you so much on the ball. And like you really realize that when he's not there.
So the thing with, okay, now obviously there's Newcastle this week, which generally Newcastle haven't been an easy team to play, but this season they're just horrible away from home in general. They also, if I'm not mistaken, Bruno Jimenez, I think, is still kind of a doubt. On top of that, I think Joelinton has kind of gotten a knock, which is going to leave him out of probably the Liverpool fixture. That's kind of a big thing for Newcastle as well. I'm trying to see if I can find it, but yeah. Meanwhile, Anthony Gordon, in the Champions League, he's scoring goals, but hasn't scored a single goal for the last year, I think, in the league.
Really?
He's an absolutely awful finisher. Like, you never get confidence that he's going to put it away.
So,
go ahead, Karan. Him or DCL, they have to finish a chance. Who are you taking? Or you get shot.
DCL, if he doesn't have time to think about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh no, I lost everything. Oh no. So yeah, I mean, so what do you guys think? Like, how do you see this game going?
We'll win, but we'll concede. So I think both teams. But yeah, look. To be fair, I thought we'd win a lot of the games that we played in the. But yeah, if Ekitike starts, then I think we'll win.
Okay, I will have to wait and see whether Ekitike, what happens in the Champions League first.
Let's move to the next game.
Yeah, Aston Villa versus Brentford. Aston Villa obviously have signed. Actually, Aston Villa sold Ballon to not sold. Oh, I think sold or loan to Roma. They went and recalled Leon Bailey as well, and they have got Tammy Abraham as well now to replace the Ballon departure, which means Watkins still has competition. Morgan Rogers is still ticking along here and there with returns occasionally. Really good option to have in teams, I would say. However, Watkins, I still think if Tammy Abraham can get a few minutes and starts hitting the ground running, then I wouldn't really look at Watkins as an option. That's personally what I would, if I was to. I'd just go Rogers and over Watkins, but yeah.
Everyone has Thiago in their team?
I have Thiago in my team. So this is where the whole Ekitike conversation as well came into this thing, because I have a front three of Haaland, Thiago, and Ekitike. And if I wanted to get Joe Pedro, I feel like Ekitike is the one most likely to get rid of.
Right.
Because because of the competition that he could have now that Liverpool has switched to like a 2-striker system. If, for example, Liverpool were playing like the 4-3-3 with Gakpo on the left and Ekitike, then I wouldn't have had that issue. The thing with Thiago is, if I go back to the fixtures, Brentford, the next 3 for Brentford, I feel are quite hard. But then after that, it gets really good again. So Brentford have Aston Villa, Newcastle, and Arsenal.
Yeah, and then they got a good patch.
Maybe Newcastle, you can start Thiago in, because of Newcastle's defense hasn't been that solid. But then after that is Brighton, Burnley, Bournemouth, Wolves, Leeds. So it gets better after that. So it's like, do you just keep Thiago like 3 weeks? Maybe start him against Newcastle if needed.
But like, he could score in 2 out of 3 of those games.
Yeah, true. He could. He very well could. And he's also cheaper than Ekitike as well, to be honest.
Right.
I'd rather have Joe Pedro for the next 4.
Yeah, that's what. So like that's why I was like, I can. I'll, when I get to my team, I'll explain my decision making behind it. But like, yeah. I don't. Thiago, I think, is good to keep, to be honest. And then from Aston Villa, it's just Rodgers. Those are the 2 players from both teams.
Man United?
Man United, Fulham.
Bruno is a must-have?
Yeah, Bruno must have. Unfortunately, Dogu is injured, so that kind of takes
Yep.
him out of the
Otherwise, he would
conversation.
have been a must-have.
Yeah, because of the left wing, which means now that Dogu is injured, it raises the option for Cunha now to potentially get more minutes, potentially.
Yeah. I mean, I think Cunha plays off the left,
No, that's why Dogu has been playing.
and
Oh, as in you guys have been playing like two fullbacks and Dorby.
yeah,
Yeah, we've been playing Dogu as left wing, left mid.
yeah, he's been a full-on winger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because we've been playing Luke Shaw at left back.
yeah.
And then that's why
I think it'll be Cunha, Buemo, Ahmad up front.
Yeah, that's why. So
And Sesko will probably take minutes off Cunha, if I had to guess. And then one of Buemo and Ahmad will be forced to go to the left for a bit. Oh,
so
yeah.
would that make Mbeumo?
Ahmad and Buemo play a lot of minutes.
Yeah.
They only have one game a week, no other comps.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And Cunha is the most injury prone, so I think that's what I was saying.
So would you buy Mbeumo?
Yeah, he's a good pick. Yeah, not as good as Bruno.
Yeah, but would you get? So let's say you already have Bruno Fernandes, and you had to pick between. Let's say you had to pick either Enzo Fernandez or Mbeumo.
Probably Enzo. Yeah,
Okay.
but there's not much in it.
Yeah, that's because like it's a very close call between both.
Yeah.
It's just that Enzo has slightly better fixtures at the moment.
And pens.
Yeah.
And
minutes.
minutes.
And minutes. Yeah.
I think when Buemo plays up front, like he's been doing, he gets a lot of like 75-minute subs.
Yeah. But
when he plays in the wing, he gets a whole game.
Yeah, I'm wondering like how much of his subs is also because he's just coming back from AFCON as well to
that's a good point.
potentially like get like back into the pace of things. Now with United, I said this to Roy when like before the City game as well. I said I won't be surprised if we beat City, and that's because United we've seen this season even under Ruben Amorim when it comes to the big teams, we're okay. When it comes to these teams that sit back, this is where the real test is. So this is where I think if United win, funnily enough, you might see more progress from trying to beat Fulham here than you would have seen progress from beating City and Arsenal because we've seen this United.
I think this narrative has gone too far.
But
now I think it's at the point of, like, how can it be that beating a worse team is more impressive than beating a
I know, but it's true.
Like we've actually just gone too far with this. Like,
I'll tell you why it's more impressive though, Karan, though, because you're going to verse worse teams more often than you verse big teams. So
that's true.
You'd rather get the points from the small teams than the big teams, right? Logically.
Yeah, you take a draw from a big team and you'll try and. But the thing is, we've been so bad against all these teams that sit back and because in the past United struggled.
No, but we've played reactively like a small team versus big teams, and we've done it well, right?
Yeah,
that's what we've done over the last.
We've been able to like transition counter. Yeah.
These last two games were very front foot. They were quite proactive.
That I would agree. I think there has been a change in that.
Even Amorim's wins against big teams didn't look like this.
Yeah. That I agree. I actually enjoy watching United right now because we've been
it's very front foot. It's quite risk-taking.
Yeah. So that's why I want to see how we come up against. This is like the is the litmus test a correct word to use here? Or?
Because Carrick is literally Ferguson's spirit embodied in his. I saw this meme where I'm like, they have the same jacket. It's like the same. Like people are just stretching at anything. Like
But like So if they beat Fulham, I think it's yes.
Yeah. Well, you have Harry Wilson in your team at this point.
I have Harry Wilson. I'm starting Harry Wilson. I don't.
You were the one that took the early punt on him.
I know. I've been enjoying the points.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest. So yeah, Mbeumo good. United defense obviously 35% chance.
So let's rank the best three picks.
Bruno Fernandes, number one.
So I think it's Bruno Mbeumo.
Yeah,
I think that's clear.
Those are 1 and 2.
Number 3? Who's number 3?
Now that Dogu is injured.
Yeah. Maguire?
That's what I was going to say. Potentially. However, I will add
who's going to play and who's going to impact the game.
What about Ahmad? I think Ahmad is good.
Ahmad is a decent punt. However, I think it depends on your midfield structure. This is where things get a bit more complicated. People will have like one Arsenal midfielder, 2 United attackers, 1 Chelsea midfielder, and then you're left with one choice between a Morgan Rogers and Amad Diallo, and you're like...
Yeah. I'm getting Ahmad.
Okay.
He's gone right
And then you have Harry Wilson as well.
All he wanted. Yeah.
He wanted me to convince him. I was like,
Yeah.
But I will say Maguire is not a bad shout because he's getting you DEFCON 4.3 very cheap. However, I think Delete is close to return, I think, as well.
We've looked much better with Maguire.
Yeah,
I'd
fair
be
enough.
shocked if, like, unless Maguire has a drop in form, like Delete is. There's only one game a season.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
one
true.
game a week.
Yeah.
Like
And
the
he's been
whole week, they're
so
they're
reliable.
prepping for the one opponent. Like,
Yeah.
It's not wild. You guys literally played the lowest amount of games you could have played this year.
Oh no, I lost my headset. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I for now I just stick to 2 United attackers and then defense you see.
Yeah.
It's probably Maguire because of the price.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can go Luke Shaw potentially.
What about Lisandro Martinez? Is he good for DEFCON?
No, I don't think so. I'm not sure.
Because he's
But-
good for minutes.
Yeah, he's good for minutes.
Nobody else can play that role.
But just Maguire is just good for DEFCON. He's just there everywhere. And Maguire, let's not act like this guy doesn't have a shot on him. He definitely has a shot on him in terms of
He
like.
doesn't have a shot on him. He's got a header on him.
Oh, dude, I remember like some long distance shots for Maguire. But like, yeah, anyways, I mean, he's a good option, but like, I still Bruno Fernandes and Ryan Abramo.
Yeah.
That's the top.
Mm.
Fulham,
Yeah.
Harry Wilson, all day, every day. However, I should add they've also got the AFCON players back. CHEvWHU back in the goals as well. So they will be a very. They played, like I said earlier, when the Brighton game, they played a very high line against Brighton. I don't think they will do the same. Will be interesting to see. But yeah, that's it, Dad. Anything else? All right, Forest,
Excellent.
a team that has improved versus Crystal Palace, a team that is all in free fall.
Yeah, absolutely in free fall.
I mean, yeah, everyone's basically leaving, right? Gay's gone, Glasner's leaving, Mateta's trying to sign for Forest.
Just trying to leave anywhere. He's been shopping around.
Munoz is back. That's about the only plus for Palace.
Yeah, Munoz and Ismail Sarr are back, but the team is in total disarray. And Forest have improved defensively as well, by the way, which should not be surprising given that it's John Dyche. Yeah,
They conceded 2 XG in both the clean sheets.
Really?
This is Sean Dyche
Yeah.
football.
Yeah.
But then I think Forest should get this because of how much of a free fall Palace are in right now.
Mm. Yeah.
Okay,
Spurs, Man City. How do you see that going?
Bogey team.
so are they a bogey team or are they a team that maybe could do with a new manager? Will they
Not
have a
only
new
are they
manager?
a bogey team, Thomas Frank is a bogey manager.
Yeah.
I mean, will he be the manager for this game? I have no idea. It's like every week the fans want him out.
It's so clear that he shouldn't be the manager. Like, their
Yeah.
results have been so poor, and people are pointing to the Champions League being results. Champions League is also ass. Like, Liverpool are in the top 4 of the Champions League. They're nowhere near good enough to be like in that. So, yeah, I don't really see the justification for Frank being in charge. But that being said, like, who are the alternatives? Get Ange back. You know, like Brian Mason, I'm sure is somewhere in like a.
It's always at Spurs.
Like, yeah, exactly.
He just took a championship job.
Yeah, okay, right. There you go.
I don't know. Maybe go Xabi Alonso before Liverpool can. Honestly, I don't know. And they've got another injury, right? Spurs, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, that's right.
That's another issue as well.
You look at the team and you only recognize the back line.
Now, where is it? Porto, hamstring injury. Out for 4 weeks. So no Porto this week for against Man City, but not like that was going to do much towards Man City scoring. However, do we think City, who are also kind of like in terms of their attack, I mean, Semenyo has been well, but Haaland, Foden have all been struggling recently, and that resulted in them getting benched as well.
Yeah.
Which raises the question for captaincy. Actually, before we get to captaincy, I feel like this is. I should ask this question. I know the answer for it, but I'll still ask it. Is it still worth keeping Haaland in your teams?
I think if we had a way to get him out and back again in 2 or 3 game weeks,
Yeah.
that would be ideal. But nobody has that because people have like other priorities. Like I think bringing in Bruno is a higher priority than
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, all right. So
if it was a situation like everyone had all the AFCON transfers and stuff like that, then yeah, maybe.
Yeah, otherwise it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
Well,
you could maybe dead end out of Haaland, dead end into like 26 and wildcard then or something.
I've seen people go and get Salah with that money.
Get Salah and then dead end.
They've sold Haaland and got Salah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's terrible. I'd rather have Salah than Haaland. I just don't have the transfers.
Yeah, fair enough.
Salah than Haaland right now?
For the next like 2 or 3 game weeks.
I mean, they play.
He doesn't.
Yeah, that's
But that's at home for Liverpool.
Sure.
He's probably guaranteed more minutes.
Yeah.
So
Like, I think Haaland desperately needs a rest. He's been playing.
Yeah.
which leads us to captaincy. This Spurs defense is horrible. But
but he doesn't have minutes, right?
yeah.
Doesn't have minutes.
So does that mean that just Bruno Fernandes is the best captaincy option this week, or is that a better option this week?
Has to be Bruno, Enzo if you want differential.
Yeah. That's it.
If you feel a tingle in your. Yeah.
I'd say Gabriel if you feel a tingle, if anything. To be
Oh,
honest.
really?
I should get that checked out.
To be honest, like
Single, yeah.
Rushad came and asked for like a captaincy, and we said Gabriel, and he didn't do it, and then Gabriel went and got 8 points that week when Haaland blanked.
This call is going to end.
Yeah, okay. I'll send you guys a new link, and then we'll quickly wrap it up as well. Jump out of this, and I'll send you a new one. Hold on, guys. We'll get everyone a new link.
And we're back.
And we're back. Let me just fix the cameras. Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Let's just do teams quickly and wrap it up.
All right. Yeah. Sunderland defense good. That's it. Burnley target.
Yeah.
Sunderland defense good.
Yeah.
Brobby in form.
Yes, Robbie in form as well. Could think of it, but I still prefer Sunderland defense over attack.
Oh, is this the crack
Yeah.
team?
All right. Now,
This is the
Karan,
crack team.
I should say, before Karan talks about his team, he wildcarded last week. I went and checked because I was like, I don't remember seeing this many Liverpool defenders in. That was one thing. So I went and checked the last week and I was like, oh, he wildcarded. And then I was thinking to myself, now I should read the team for those on the audio. Karan has Alisson in goal, Timber, Gabriel, Van Dijk, Frimpong, Enzo, Saka, Bruno, Aronson from Leeds, Haaland and Watkins. And on the bench he has Dubravka, Reinildo, Tavernier and Mane. Now, unfortunately, Tavernier got injured last week, so can't do much about that. That is what it is. Have you seen Liverpool this season?
Yeah, so I'm betting on Slot when put in the corner being defensive. Like,
I mean, he can't do that though. Like, we've drawn so many matches, he has to be attacking.
yeah. I mean, I just am. What do you want me to say?
Yeah. We should have spoken about this a little bit before.
Yeah.
I was so confused when I saw this.
I mean, Alisson, yeah. Like, how many clean sheets has Alisson kept this season? Like,
So Alisson is I saw this thing on Twitter where Alisson is the only premium goalkeeper in FPL that is getting bonus points, saves, and clean sheets.
Right.
So yeah, and it's a bit of a differential. Frimpong, because Conor Bradley's
I like
out.
Frimpong.
However, he got taken off early last game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, when he's starting, I think he's a great FPL pick.
Yeah, absolutely.
He creates like 0.3 XA a game.
Yeah, he's very
Like that.
very
Absolutely.
attacking. Yeah.
He's been very unlucky not to get a return the last
And like I said, like we're happy to push teams at the edge of the box, and
Yeah.
basically we just need to. He's our only kind of into the box at the moment. Outside of some verts / AKTK magic. So yeah, I like Frimpong.
And the fixtures are good long term. I know it's Newcastle at home, but then it's Man City at home,
Yeah,
and then it's you can hold for a long time. At least Frimpong and Van Dijk. Van Dijk and Alisson. Frimpong, my plan was to go to Dorgu after United played Arsenal and City.
right.
But then he got injured, so I'll do something else. Yeah.
Mm. And the rest of the team, I don't mind. I was just confused with 3 defense. Like I feel
Yeah,
like triple defense was okay.
But yeah, just maybe Alisson. To be honest, if Alisson was any other keeper, I probably would have said this was okay.
Yeah.
I just think there's nobody in any position scoring a lot of points. Like I just want to play a bit aggressively with the rank. Like
yeah, well,
fair enough. Okay. All right. That's Karan's team. And then this was mine. So Dubravka in goal. I had Guehi, O'Reilly, Gabriel, Declan Rice, Saka, Harry Wilson, Bruno Fernandes. I put the armband on Bruno Fernandes after he got that Haaland leak.
nice.
Thiago, Ekitike, and Haaland. And on the bench, I have Verbruggen, Malik Chow, Mukiele, and Matt Weaver. Now, this is where I was talking about Joe Pedro. My idea, which I just realized yesterday on the team selection while looking at some transfers, was I can sell Ekitike to Joe Pedro, which will allow me to fund Matt Weaver to Enzo Fernandez. And I can play a midfield 5 that includes Harry Wilson, Bruno, Saka, Rice, and Enzo Fernandez. And next week after that, I can then decide if I want to get rid of Saka and buy Mbeumo as well.
I like this team.
So I'll have a strong midfield 5 that will play every week. And if needed, occasionally I can rotate between Thiago and one of my midfielders if needed.
I like this team, but like I think this team has a couple of painful weeks.
The defense, the City defense is a problem. This is where the whole like funding, like if I can get the double Chelsea this week, then sell Saka next week to fund and go and get like a Arsenal defender like Timber.
Yeah. I think Timber is borderline essential. He's so attacking.
Yeah, but for that I need to sell Saka. So one thing is I could sell Saka this week instead of sell Saka to like Enzo Fernandez, for example. And then maybe I sell Thiago instead of Ekitike. But I feel more comfortable with Thiago's minutes than I do with Ekitike, especially given that Thiago is a penalty taker as well.
If you sell Thiago, you're gonna want him back.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I guess. So that's 2 transfers.
Yeah. Whereas Ekitike, I don't necessarily think I'll want him back or necessarily. Yeah. Unless we see something different from Liverpool where he's back like fit and firing.
Yeah, that's why I wildcarded out Thiago and I might get him back in like 3 or 4.
Yeah. So like that's the thing. If I go with a strong midfield 5, I can easily bench Thiago for those tough fixtures. Yeah. It's just that the defense for now needs to be fixed. But I'm happy with Guehi. I'm happy with Gabriel. And honestly, Mukiele will start this week because he's playing Burnley. So I'll be benching O'Reilly.
Yeah, I think Guehi's such a good pick.
Yeah.
So he's probably the most nailed in the City defense.
Yeah. So that's basically where I'm at the moment.
Cool.
That's it. Anything, Dad?
Nope.
Nope.
I mean, we haven't really talked about wildcard, have we? This is going to be a popular wildcard window.
So I'll do a wildcard video, but just to sum it up, I think I'll quickly go and get like the fixtures here. I'd say if you can hold on to your wildcard, hold for more information later, because there'll be like quite a few doubles in 30 and 30, 31, 30. 31 will be a blank, 33, 34 is what we're predicting. Like the predictors are like 30. They're expecting 34 to be a huge bench boost game week. So many might wildcard in 33 and bench boost in 34. So you dead end your team in like 31 with the blank, or you could even free hit your team in 31.
I mean, the wildcard is, I mean, I have thoughts on this. I think wildcard is always best hyper early or very considered and late.
Yeah.
But I think if you go really early, and I think now still qualifies as really early, you get the uplift in EV for many more game weeks.
Yes.
Uh,
But this
so-
week is a good week compared to last week because some of the fixtures have turned. If you can wait a bit more,
Yeah.
you'll get a bit more information on whether Arsenal are actually doubling or not. Because then, like, let's say you go on Mane, right? If Arsenal don't double, then you could have gone maybe Krupi Jr. instead, potentially, to get like a Bournemouth striker.
Yeah. I mean, I thought about this when I was thinking about wildcard in 22 versus 24. And I thought my 22 team was so bad. And that came out correct. But it didn't change the big decisions. Like, you would still have triple Arsenal, even
Yes.
if they don't.
Yeah.
double.
So, like,
Right.
if you were to make
And
a wild,
you would still not have Palmer.
No.
Right.
So you will have the
and-
midfield. I said you'll have like a double United attack, one Arsenal
Yep.
midfielder, Enzo Fernandez, and
Yep.
potentially a Morgan Rogers or some other midfielder of that type,
Or you could have
or Semenyo even.
Enzo Lafay.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah,
could have a
that's
budget
right.
midfielder structure as well.
Yeah.
Then have a Haaland, Pedro.
And third cheap striker.
Or if you skip Haaland temporarily, you go Evan Nilsson, something like that. Yeah. So yeah. I think wildcard is good. Yeah.
So, but do it only if your team needs it. Is basically all I say.
Yes. Yeah, that's always true. Yeah, that's a given.
Because especially now with like, I think you could benefit more by delaying it. But if your
Yep.
team is in a really bad spot, late.
Yeah.
You just deal with the doubles that come later via saving transfers and everything. That's it. Cool. All right. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to hit the like
Cool.
button, hit that subscribe button as well, and shout out to Karan and Ayon as well. Hopefully some positive results for Ayon in the next couple of weeks in the Champions League at least. Maybe not in the Premier League because I would like United to get that top 4. But Champions League, do as you may.
Will, yeah.
But like, yeah, and that also helps England as a whole for the 5th spot if needed, I think.
Oh, true.
So yeah. All right. Thank you all for watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and we'll see you all later.
See you.
Oh.